All right, shalom, shalom, Israel. I'm gonna come on really quick before I go into the gym. I hope you guys can hear me well. But I wanted to come on and drop a few gems with you. I'm gonna read something out of this newspaper right here because this is a school that I used to coach at, and I'm gonna just break down demographics of the school because this is the place. If you heard me talking at Tabernacle, at the Tabernacle, feast. I was talking about why certain things happen. Well, guess what? I was one of the probably 4 to 5 black coaches that was, and I'm not driving. I'm not gonna say who's driving. Everything's well. How y'all doing out there? Bless y'all. Hallelujah. All right. Anyway, the thing is, there's a situation where there was 4 to 5 black coaches. The school is 90% black students, but the staff was 90% white. Now here's the deal: when they gave me the coaching job, football, I was already the head track coach for a few years. We had already won state championships, with our runners and our track athletes, and we did well overall team-wise every year. But we've always produced all-state athletes, and so the parents were calling for me to be a head football coach, but this is how they did it. One of the coaches that came from and is actually from this area that we're in, I'm gonna say this, we're at the post office. Sister Gabby's getting ready, she was here to mail out a lot of different things, orders and things that people was, that they had placed an order for. And so I'm just looking at all of these people coming out of the post office, all of these Caucasian people. Now, I'm not prejudiced, but I'm going to read what's in the newspaper, okay? I'm going to read what's in here, but I got to ask myself, out of all of these people who coming out, who hate me? And for what reason? So, back to the story, they hired this principal who wanted his buddy from out here in Overland Park to come over to the school. Since it's an easy home run to come over there, they can take advantage of state funding to do whatever they want to do. And it's just bad is the thought, because I hear them, and I used to hear them, Teachers Lounge. And when I came around, you best believe, because I'll check you in a minute. See, I didn't play them type of games. You didn't play the little nigger jokes with me on the side, playing them type of games, because I'm not playing that with you at all. All right? Because, and this is why I'm constantly doing what I'm doing on Facebook, because I'm flooding my Facebook timeline with just certain information about health, because I'm throwing out a lure so I can get people into my world. So I gotta find a way to get truth in, because people are blind, people are lost. We don't even understand what's going on with us, and let alone we don't understand the depth of the problems. Well, they hired me, that first season at the end of the year. All right, meaning track season, we were at the state meet. Every other team started in January. If you're going to hire a new coach, they hired a new coach in January. So you meet the team, you have an off season, you get a chance to build camaraderie with the team, you get a chance to meet the parents, get out all your philosophies to parents and players and things of that nature. But they hired me in May. School about to be out in 2 weeks. So I never really had a chance to meet. It was on purpose. Then you come give me an evaluation knowing those was not my players. The players people wanted me to coach in the high school was the players I had in the middle school. The 4 to 5 years that I coached at the middle school, we only lost 4 games in 4 years. In fact, that's what it was. So what they did, they gave my players to the coach that came after me, and they had an absolutely great record. But I had the coach that was before me who was 0-10, 1-9. I had his players, and they just I got all the write-ups at home. I keep this stuff just in case, because I can prove to you, man, that because my question is this. Let's just cut to the chase. If there's nothing wrong, and we're so blinded to like what's wrong with them, and why are they acting like this, and why nobody don't see the other side when you try to put these things out in the open, in the public. People act like it's something wrong with me or other people who post like this. But when they write articles like this, when things are in the newspapers like this in the open, it's no problem. So I'm gonna read this to you. You tell me if you see an issue with this. This is in the newspaper, where a lot of people get this newspaper here in Kansas City, where they read the sports, especially for those schools. All right. So let's read here. Let's listen in at this. All right. Man, these folks constant. Man, I get a lot of notifications. It's non-stop. I get calls every hour. Man, it's listen. And you won't be a chef. Woo. All right, so this is about the title of the article says Center faces criticism in new conference. Okay. Well, red light. This is what's happening. All right, this is what's going on. The league that they're going in, this is a good old boy, all white, cowbells ringing conference. All right. And they don't want, Jesus have mercy. I'm all right, guys. Just let everybody know I'm fine. I am all right. All right. And so this is one of those types of leagues. So, and it's going to reflect on what's in the newspaper. It's going to reflect. All right. It's going to reflect. So this is a good old boy, good old home cooked, corn-fed conference that ain't for people that got skin like me. All right, you just listen. So it says Oak Grove. That's one of them type of schools. All right, Oak Grove School District, when they recently went on record wondering if Center brought competition among a list of other negative comments when discussing the Missouri River Valley Conference expanding to include the Yellow Jackets in the Western Division. All right. Oak Grove Athletic Director Darren Shalaki made his comments about Center High School at Oak Grove Board of Education meeting October 28th, the Monday before the Friday, November 1st, 11-1 decision, with Oak Grove being the lone dissenting vote against Center joining the MRVC. The coaches are not in favor, Shaliki said in the meeting, as reported by a local newspaper focused on Oak Grove in its November 7th edition. They do not fit with the conference. All right. Center is urban. What in the hell do that mean? Do they bring a rich tradition in athletics? Do they bring competition? We hold our students to a high standard, Schlinky said. Is that true with Center? So you saying blacks don't hold their students to high standards. Now, mind you, this is what they do. Now look, when I was the coach, they made sure they got everybody that was ineligible, and they made sure those players didn't play. I had a really good athlete transfer from Bishop Miege. This dude was one of the top athletes in the area, and they made him ineligible. He could only play JV football. The year they got rid of me, the next year I knew these guys wasn't eligible because I talked to the teachers before they had me to step down, and most of these guys had 3 or 4 Fs. Guess what? They all played football for the white coach. All right, now, but in lieu of that, listen to the speech. They want to know about this black school or this urban school. Are they bringing the things that is going to fit in line with what this white league has to offer? I mean, see, because I'm going to say something. I got a point I'm going to make. So make sure you're listening. All right. It says they have a nice facility, which they do. They don't have the perception of Kansas City School District to weigh in on them. See, that's a whole nother thing with Kansas City School District. Look at it. That is, man, I'm talking about, it's like some of these other school districts that you see in New Orleans. I mean, the same thing, the ghettos, the holding place of the Jews. It's the same thing. Lack of resources. I mean, the worst of the worst. It is what it is. All right. So they Center don't have that perception to weigh in on them, but they still urban. Now listen to this right here. Oak Grove Board of Education Director Randy McClain said at the meeting that there's a significant cultural difference between Center and us. I think I'd rather add Sedalia rather than Clinton and Center, he said. I guess cowbell ringing is right here. It's right here. And I know it may read backwards. I don't know how it's going to look on the screen. It's right there. Man, listen. So now, my question is this, because I got a video. I just been saying Facebook post after Facebook post when you see all this racial profiling, See, my question is this. If we are not the people, like I'm seeing that people are saying, if we here in America who have our great grandparents and great kinsmen have come to this country by way of ship, where we shall see the land of Israel no more. If we're not the people, then who are? Because this is the question I'm gonna ask in that video that I'm gonna do. Why do we have so much hate against? I mean, you can just get in the paper and say this, and along with all the other things that I'm gonna pull up, what is the deal? Because here's my thing. I don't have nothing. I'm gonna get out and go in here in Walmart. This area we're in, is this a black area or this is a white area?
White area.
This is a white area. Do I ever get out and go in the store and just be in there hating on people? Do I ever do that?
No, sir.
But I watch people watch me from the time, they're gonna watch me from the time I walk in this store, all right? Because I got this big black nappy beard. You see it, nappy? So they're gonna watch me walk all the way from the front of the store to the back. I mean, I catch people all the time. I'm standing in line. They stand there looking at you. This like I do something to you. I don't even know you. I ain't even done nothing to you. But again, this is what the prophecies talk about. This was a part of the curses. They're gonna look at you with an astonishment. You are a sight to see to these folks. And it proves it. I mean, because I look this in the papers. I coached at the school. So I know how when we used to go to schools like Kearney, Missouri, we used to be at some of these schools way out with the cowbells ringing. Man, look, my players used to come back to the sideline. Coach, they calling us all kind of niggers out there on the field. They said, we hate you niggas, go home. This is real. Do y'all think this is not real? So I'm asking, if we not the people, why do we can turn on the TV? We can go to the newspapers. We can go virtually anywhere in this country and see that ain't nothing changed. You know, I posted on my Facebook the other day, we was talking about in Kentucky, the fire department, where, you know, a guy there said they're not hiring any niggers there. You know, I have the sound bite. Listen to me. I've been working on some stuff with OIM Part 4 because I got all the sound bites. I've been talking to Brother Malik, who's locked up in Jersey for a crime that he didn't do. And the things that was said, that the judge said while he was locked up, is amazing. But I'm gonna have it in there. I'm gonna release that, and then I'm gonna relaunch the finale that I did with Pastor Dow, and this series will be on our page right now. I think I just got part 1 through 4. Also, I got some things I'm gonna do with Brother Daniel on there because I wanted to make sure that I included just some of the hate that he has experienced, you know, being in the NFL and being, you know, at that level. But it's everywhere. So there's nothing nobody can tell me that I'm not the children of Israel. I don't care. I watched another documentary. They had all these other folks coming across bridges, all these Asians and all these other folks that said they are the children of Israel. But I want to know, are these folks getting the same type of hate that we're getting? Are you getting the same? You can't go nowhere and it's just hate daily, and it's just like it's just wrapping up. And it's always, niggers are always the focus. People just hate niggers. You hate niggers this, nigger that, nigger. Man, I've been hearing this stuff my whole life. What about you? Have you heard hate your whole life and you ain't even done nothing? And I haven't even turned to hate. I haven't even turned to hate. Why, you know, like I had a post on my Facebook page yesterday. I shared another deal. It was about reparations. I said, nope, the big one is coming. See, because when y'all come, you know, just like I had, when was that, brother? I was up in Indiana the other week. I had them to read Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5. See, that explains it to me in depth, because they're going to realize that, you know, it says it was us that was in derision and not them. And they're going to wonder, how is it so that they are numbered among the righteous and called the children of Yah? Man, that thing, man, it lays it out. So in my spirit, see, I'm perusing through this world, and I'm about to end this video. I'm perusing through this world, discerning all things spiritual. This is why I don't have time to be digging into people. There's so much going on that Satan is trying to get people off focus. But you better be ready for the coming, soon coming Hamashiach of Israel, Yahshua, when he come back. And guess what? You better have all your affairs in order. That's why you ain't got time to be off focus dealing with clowns and people who do not want you, knowing that they're not going in. They don't want you to go in either. So you better focus up and make sure your eyes and your heart is where it needs to be concerning the matters of this day. See, I ain't gonna let nothing like this stop me. Guess what? It ain't gonna change what I am, what I'm gonna do, just because somebody get in the newspaper and do it. But I just wanted to show you that this is going on. This is in a newspaper that little black children and the little white children and all these people gonna see this. Hey, y'all have a good day. I'm Pastor Corey, the Straightway Ministries of Straightway, Kansas City, and I hope all is well. Shalom, shalom.